Hey there, gamers all around! Welcome, welcome, and welcome back to Banished. Yeah, so I really, enjoy this game, as I said before in the first video. I mean, I'm not gonna repeat myself, but here I am, just checking to make sure, where all my items are. And I'm checking, okay, so that's the tailor that's being built. In the process of being built, there's a fishing dock, and I was looking for the gatherer's hut. I found the gatherer's hut. So, I was looking around, just making sure, everything was getting done, and then here I am just watching this forest. I was trying to think of, like, cause like, I know someone, commented saying, hey, there's cool mods, I really like playing this game. Well, my apologies, but like it was just a comment saying, hey, this game is great with mods. So I'm like, yeah, I've downloaded a couple of mods. I don't know how to enable them in my save file. So here I am playing at this point. Like later on I figured out how to do it, how to get it set up, whereas like, okay, my mods are in the game file. Later I did find a way to enable the mods, and here I am right now. I'm trying to figure it out. I noticed that the music volume was off, so I decided to turn that back on. So I apologize for the first, a minute and a half or no music, because then I realized that, the game didn't really have music playing in the background. Sometimes when I play this game on my own time, I listen to, like, I go on YouTube and I pull up one of my private playlists, and then I just listen to I'll listen to the playlist off of YouTube while I'm playing this, because to me that's more entertaining. I mean, I love the song or like the music in the game, but sometimes it gets kind of annoying, especially when it's the same music that's just on a loop constantly. So, at first I didn't know how to enable the mods, but later in the game I found out how to do that, and I feel like a dummy for later, because I find out, oh, well, no duh, there's a little click, you click on the little X. See, what I was confused with was, like, I didn't see the X that you click on, because, like, I thought, like, the menu said enable, and I thought they meant, oh yeah, this mod is enabled. It's on your save file. That's what I thought it meant. But I didn't see any like beekeeper, no fish farmer, nothing. And like not even for like dairy stuff in the professionals chart. Here I am now. I'm just checking, make sure there's enough labors. Here I am now. I'm trying to find out. I don't see the X there. I see enable, the word enable, and I think it means, like, see, here I am now. I'm looking at it, and I see the word enable, but I don't see the X right away. So here I am looking down, and I'm trying to find these mods and like how to get them set up. So here I go. I'm looking for the dairy, and I don't see it. But of course that's because that's before I see the X, and that it's shaded, meaning that it's not there. So I saved the game because something happened, or like the game kind of freaked out a little bit, and I got scared that the game was like gonna crash, because sometimes that happens. I mean, yeah, sometimes that happens. So I got scared that something bad was gonna happen to my game, so I saved it before I lost progress, because I know I would have been mad. So here I am, I go, I know I need a hospital, so I think I build a hospital, and then I build I build something. Yeah, I'm looking for those mods right now. So, yeah, I'm being a little dummy, like I'm trying to find it. Hold on. With the magic power of editing, you'll get to the spot that's a bit more fun to watch, because it gets kind of irritating when you see me do the wrong stuff. Hold on. Alright, so I skipped to over here. Okay, you see, okay, now I'm seeing the X right next to the enable, and this is my moment, basically. I feel kind of stupid at this point, because I see that you have to enable them, and then I saw the little red tree of life thing that it was red, and I'm like, oh, why is that red? You know, but anyways, so I continue enabling mods, and I feel kind of idiotic, kind of stupid that, you know, I didn't think of clicking on the X that was clearly there because I didn't see it. So, yeah, I feel kind of dumb, kind of stupid. I got the mod that's 1 year is 1 year mod because I saw that on the Steam Workshop, and I thought that would have been helpful. But then when I saw that it was red, I'm thinking to myself, okay, I guess I can't enable this with one of the other stuff that I have enabled already. So I just decided to disable that. And then I see the big horny animals is conflicting with the tree of life, so I decide to disable the tree of life because of that. And then I click OK, and then I enabled all of the mods from that point onwards, and then this is basically where I get to experiment on the mods. And this video is this episode is a bit longer than usual. Hold on. So this episode is a bit longer than usual because I am experimenting with the mods that I just installed onto the game. Because I as soon as I clicked down into the food production, I saw the honeybee, I saw the dairy production, I saw the fish farm, and I was very pleased, very happy. Now, when I saw the fish farm, I didn't think, like, so you see me put the mouse over by the lake, that's because I thought that the fish farm would like you would have to put it over a body of water. I didn't know that you could put it on land. So here I am. I'm trying to figure out how to, I'm trying to figure out, okay, what are the good mods? What are the mods in here? I'm trying to find out, okay, so what mods are in here? And then I find the college, I find the dairy department, the grocer cart, which I thought was very cool. I like that. And, you know, I took the cart out. I said it, I took a look at it. I forgot the controls to undo, which is just the right, or hold on. It's just the left. I had to think there for a second. No, it's the left. Is it right? Left click, right click. Okay, sorry, I had to think about it. left, right again. I'm sorry. I know my right from left. Alright, so I had to right click to cancel anything. And then I go, then I see that my tunnel's built. So then I build, like, stone path. And I try to put in a mine. I couldn't fit a mine there. I think it's because the tunnel's right next to it, and also because, like, it needs to be, like, on a hill, and then there's a river right next to it. So I think that was just a bad location. Yeah, it's on a hill and everything, but either it's no way to get in or there's no hill at all. So I decided, I tried putting it on the other side, as you see, tried rotating it, and it said no go. So I decided, you know what, I'm not gonna worry about the mine right now. So I did a right click to cancel. Yeah, I need to play this game more often so that way I know that, you know the controls between escape and right click, because escape goes to the pause menu and, you know, lets you do your stuff. Then save, load, quit, resume, etc. Mods, achievements. But then right click is just to cancel something. Cancel placing something. So then I finally go into the bridges and then I see stone bridge and I'm like, oh yes. So then I put the stone bridge down, you know, because I personally like the design of the stone bridge better than the wood bridge. It's just a personal thing. Oh yeah, and then I was trying to figure out the path, the stone path, because I like stone path much better than dirt path. I mean, I don't know. The roads are a bit weird for me because, you know, here I am deleting the road because I'm trying to make it like one even line. But besides all that, like I don't know. I guess I like the style of stone better than dirt, even though if like it technically doesn't matter, like it doesn't really make a difference whether if it's stone or dirt for the road, because like a road is a road in the game. Like I don't know why, I find, here I am putting down the grocer's cart right now and I'm very pleased with how it looks. So I put it down just the same way that I would put down a storage barn, and I'm very pleased. Very, very pleased. I know very is not very descriptive. Because I'm a writer. I mean, I write. But unfortunately, very is in my vocab that I probably shouldn't have in my vocab. See, I built I'm building a hospital right now. I'm building a wooden house. I'm building a well. I'm building the carts, which only requires logs, so I'm happy with that. You know, and then somebody grows up and starts working, and then I'm thinking, hey, you can work at the hospital. So that's me, you know, I'm hovering, you know, when I move my mouse around like that. And here I am trying to figure out how to put the fish farm. I'm trying to put it on water because I think that it's kind of like the fishing dock, but I was thinking, yeah, I didn't know that you could put it on land. That's, you know, when I put it on land, I was like, oh, you know, kind of like that. But anyway, so here I am. I'm putting the fish farm down, and then the well just now got built. So I was pretty happy with that. So here I am, just moving the tabs around, making sure that they don't block the scenery. And then I see that the carts completed and building. So I come over to look at that, and I'm very impressed. That looks cool, very cool. There goes that word "very" again. I'm intrigued. I really am. I'm impressed. Anyways, so, you know, I thought that the fish farm was supposed to be over water, because I thought, okay, so they're gonna have like big nets underwater, and then they're gonna breed fish from the lake, and that's what I was thinking. But then, you know, when I tried putting it on the water, you saw that it was red. So I tried putting it onto just land in general. I see that a hospital is being built, so I go ahead and watch the hospital be built in speed time, because, you know, I like watching my civilization or my town or my village, whatever it is you want to call it, being built. Like, I find it satisfying, especially in this game. That's why I love this game so much. So here we go. You know, here we go at it. And they build it. I find it very satisfying to watch the walls get built. So yeah, I didn't know that the fish farm can be, you know, is supposed to be built on land until I moved the building on land, and I'm like, oh. So then I moved it closer to the village, over by the stone path, and not over by the mountains, hilly mountains, where, you know, nobody's gonna get to. So I decided, you know what, I'm gonna move it right next to the stone path, you know, and then the hospital's built. I have a nurse working in there, you know, and then I have enough Labradors. I think that's how you pronounce it. I'm not for sure. Oh, and then I have fun watching this guy walk on water as he builds the stone bridge. I find it's kind of hilarious. So here I am watching. You can see my mouse is following that guy because I'm really impressed. I paused the game because, like, I'm laughing. You know, so I'm like, hey, I want to follow this guy. You know, and then he's saying that he's too cold. He's trying to find he's trying to find warmth. And I'm like, okay, I guess I'll just pin your tab, keep it open, so that way when you leave, you don't pop, you know, you don't disappear. And I just wanted to watch him walk over the water because I thought it was hilarious. I mean, it is winter, so technically this river should be frozen over. But there he goes, walking on water again. So here I am laughing at this, you know, at this guy doing his job, building a stone bridge. He's walking on water. And I mean, the water is supposed to freeze over because it's winter. Because seasons. It's a thing that happens. So here I am slowing down time because I'm trying to build more things that need to be built. Then I take a look at my groceries cart, make sure it's not too full, so then I, you know, just try to have fun with it. And I know that I'm going to need a trading post soon, so what I do is I start building a trading post. Or I put down a trading post. I put down several things actually. Put down a trading post, cemetery, because I know that I'm going to need cemetery. Otherwise, people are going to just start suffering from depression. Because yeah, that's the thing in this game, and I didn't know that, you know, your people in the game can off themselves. I didn't know that they could do that, because I guess that's what was happening the first time I played this game. I mean, you can't find any, like, footage of it because I wasn't recording it. I didn't have this high-speed editing software or even equipment to do that. But, you know, like, the first time I started playing this game, first couple times, I didn't really get the concepts of this game. I didn't get the building concepts. I didn't get, well, like it came to a certain point where, like, I was, you know, trying to get, like, buildings built and nobody was doing anything, and I just, you know, when I'm moving around in the village and I noticed nobody's outside. Like, my village looked like dead. Like, completely empty. And I just built, like, a civilization center, and then I'm looking around in the game, and I'm going, wait a second, why is my town empty? And then I didn't even notice there was an event log, so I wasn't being informed of who's dying. And I opened up the not the events log, but the status tab that says the town's name, the Greenstown tab. I opened up the status. It wasn't called Greenstown, but I opened up the status, and I noticed that I had very few civilians than when I started off with. I started off with what? 20? Like five families about? And I noticed that I only had like 2, maybe 3 civilians, and they were children. They were children, and I'm thinking to myself, wait, there was like one adult. And the adult was like an elder. And there was 2 children. And I was like, wait, that don't make sense. Why is there only 2 children? You know, and then I'm thinking to myself, oh, then I open up the professionals tab and I see 0, 0, 0, 0, 0. Like all the numbers, just 0. And and then I'm going, wait, what? So then I do some more research, not on Steam, you know, and then I find out, because I'm reading this guide, and I find out that you need a cemetery, and I'm thinking to myself, like, that was like the one thing I never had in my village. Oh yeah, and the happiness, like the stars on my status, town status, was like non-existent. It was like 1.5 star. Like nobody was happy in my old village, like one of my very first villages. And I'm thinking to myself, I lost hard. Because like nobody's doing anything. Nobody can collect anything. I only have 2, maybe 3 civilians. They might be the same gender. So they can't, they may or may not be able to reproduce. I had, you know, I had a trading post, so I had like traders come to the trading post, and nobody's there to like help supply the trading post, help with the trading. So yeah, that was my first experience playing this game. It was frustrating for me just because I didn't understand the concepts, like the playing style of the game. But now that I understand it more, now I know like what I need, what to look for. Because as you can see, I have a map put up, I have a professionals tab put up, I have an event log put up. I have a Green's Town status tab put up. I have all the buildings that I am currently building. I have those tabs currently put up. So yeah, you know, I'm definitely playing. I've installed mods to the game. You know, so yeah, I'm doing a lot of progress. I made a lot of progress. Then I noticed that there's little notification at the bottom saying, you know, hey, your storage for produced goods is near capacity. So I hover over my mouse over by the trading post, and I'm thinking to myself, that's why I'm building that. Pretty much. You know, and here I am, I'm just looking, make sure, you know, that the produce is actually good, and everybody's okay. Here I am looking over my town, and I noticed there's a big orange box, or there's a box with orange circles on it, and they look like apples to me, but you know, I know that they're supposed to be peaches. Here I am looking over. Here I am looking over at the forest that the civilians hasn't chopped down yet. But anyway, so I come back over here, and then I see those boxes. Excuse me, I'm sorry. I see those boxes, and I'm like, oh, what are those? And I found them very attractive, very appealing. So I went over and I saw, you know, that they were peaches. And I'm like, oh, that's very nice. I like that, you know. So I cut out a significant amount of grinding, so that way you guys aren't bored to death just watching me, you know, try to build a trading post. And here I am, I built the trading post. So here I am at this point, I'm just trying to see what my supplies are. I mean, I know there's a way that if you build like a civilian, like a citizen town, or like office town building, it will give you like the specific amounts of every item that you have in your village or in your town that you can. Here I am, I slowed down the time so it's not going super speedy fast because I need time to look at my items and decide, okay, what can I store in the trading post. And I know that, if you build a specific item, like I forget the name of it. It's like a chief citizen's town, citizens building, basically. If you build that, and if you click on the building, it gives you the exact item of every item that you have in your village, in your town. And I find that very useful, very helpful, because then that tells me, okay, what can I store in the trading post? What can I use for trade in the trading post? And what do I have to keep in my village because my citizens need to use that said item? And I'm very impressed because I went very far in this game, like significantly improved, and that means a lot to me. I made a lot of progress, and in this, like, I'm able to, like, here I am just doing math, basically. I'm doing mental math, and I'm thinking to myself, okay, so how many items can go in this trading post? I'm trying to see if there's any excessive items that, then I calculate that I have over 1,000 beans. So I think I add a 0 into beans, so it's not 100, but it's 1,000. And then if I see that, I saw that the fish was clearly 2,200 something. I can't even see that because the tiny print of the editing software that I'm using right now. 2,211 looks like. Yeah. Okay, now I have sharp eagle eyes again. I wear glasses. Anyway, so I calculated I have about 1,000 beans, so I put in a 500 because, like, 1,000 divided by 2 is 500. I know that. So I put in about half the amount of beans that I have in my village into the area, and there you're in the trading post, and I saw, like, there's some items you can see in the town status area, like it tells you how much iron's in your village, how much stored stone is in your village, how much clothing, how much medicine, how much food. It's not specific on the food, but it just says food. And then it tells you firewood, ale, tools. So I'm really impressed because, like, I've always struggled with this game, especially when it came to wood, stone, iron, and tools. Those were the main things that I've struggled with in the past. And I looked at the amount of tools I had, and I noticed I had like 500 tools. And I was very impressed because, like, I was never able to put any resources into a trading post because I've always had so little amount of it. Like, cause like I knew that, like, my town needed it, so, like, I didn't put anything in the trading post that I knew that I needed. So I'm really impressed because now I get to put in the stuff in the trading post that I never put in the trading post before. Like, I never put stone, iron, firewood, or iron tools, or even leather in a trading post before. I made it far enough Anyways, gonna wrap things up right about here. The end of the video. Hope you enjoyed it. I'm gonna play more of this every other Wednesday. Alright. Over and out.
Don't know if I should call you back. You know it's getting dark inside my head. I feel there's something that is stopping me now.